Welcome to part 2 of the tier list, the 2022 tier list for tier 5 towers BTD 6. Let's go. This is military. Now, there's not that many military towers, luckily enough for me. But there is more than let me rephrase. There's a lot of military towers, so we're going to have to be quicker than I was in the previous ones and get through it pretty fast. So go check out the other video if you want to see the reasons for any of these rankings, and let's go. So starting off with, if I can find it, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. Where is it? We have you. Okay, I didn't realize what Cripple Mob looked like. Thanks for Google for showing me. Cripple Mob is our first tower. Cripple Mob means mobs stop and also take more damage. I think this also applies to bads from my memory, which makes it actually a pretty good tower, but it's also very expensive. So it's more for a support tower if you're going for a higher round. And for that reason, it's going to sit in C. It's pretty much all of the support towers that you wouldn't really get unless you're going for a high rounder going. So next tower, we're sitting on, I have no idea what it's called. Elite Sniper. Elite Sniper I rarely use, but it is an ability based tower, and it's gone a bit up, which is pretty much against what I've been doing. However, it also grants elite targeting and faster reload to all snipers, so just having it around other snipers if you are going for a sniper based attack, it's very good. It also gives quite a lot of money and it can make its money back, not quickly, but if you get it at around 50, it's going to happily make back its money and more before around 100. So if you are going for a sniper based attack, it's very useful to get because it's pretty much no cost and it only increases your overall damage. Okay, going on to Elite Defender, our first A tier of the military towers. Elite Defender is a top tier tower. I call it a top tier tower because it does so much damage. It's universal for attacking balloons or attacking Moabs. It does just as much damage to balloons as it does to Moabs because it's not wasting any damage. It's like if you do 100 damage to something that only is 10 damage to pop, or you do 10 damage but 10 times as fast, you're popping the 100 damage thing in the same time. But if you have 10 damage things, you can pop 10 of them in the time it takes you to pop, one with your 100 damage to it. So that's the main reason it is here. And over the Elite Sniper by as much as it is. And I think it's very useful and it does a lot of damage and it's not that expensive. So that is why it is in A tier. So the next tower is the Monkey Sub. You're going to see a few beam. Just get the tier 4. You don't need tier 5. Like, stop lying to yourself. Yes, you get faster abilities. You already know my thoughts on abilities. So why are you going to tier 5? Because you do more damage, yes, but you're not using it for damage unless you are using it for damage, which you're dumb. You're using it to pop leads, spot camos, or like, not spot camos, but get rid of camo off camos. And that's its main use. So while you're going all the way, it does a lot of damage, yes, which is why it's in B, but it's a lot of money for not a lot, and that is why it is there. The next one, you know my thoughts on abilities, and it's in D. You might be like, why? The only reason it's in D is because you paid so much money when you could have just got 4 or something, or 4 or 5 of the tier 4s. There is no reason to not just use the tier 4 if you're going for the Moab ability damage. I'm pretty sure it does more damage, now don't quote me. From what I know, it does more damage. But, I mean, the tower itself doesn't do as much damage, but just stick at tier 4 and just spam it. Don't go to the tier 5, it's not worth it. And the last submarine, sitting in A tier. If I'm making money and there's water on the map, you can best believe I'm going for this tower. Now I think it's called the Monkey Captain, or the Monkey Sub Captain, or the Captain Monkey Sub, or let me actually get the name. Sub Commander. It just makes other towers around it do more damage, and or other monkey subs around it do more damage. Quite a lot of money. It does a lot of damage itself. It'll easily do 100 or so K with the ability where they split into 4. It does do a lot of damage, and the other towers around it also do a lot of damage. So the gain you get is quite a lot, and if you're just going for an easy one on a water map, and there's quite a few water maps, it is very good. Even on a map where there's just a little bit of water, it can also be very good. So moving on to the next tower, we're getting through this a whole lot quicker, which I'm happy about, because the last video was quite long and there's way more towers there. Buccaneer. The top tier Buccaneer is over here. We're going to put it in beta. It's very expensive. It allows other, I think it's air and water towers to do more damage, which is also a buff. It does a lot of damage itself. It's very expensive, however, not that much damage itself, which makes it worth it, so it is a support tower at the end of the day. But I also think it's very useful, so it will sit at beta. Monkey Pirate can take down DDTs, can take out Moabs, but not Bads. Can it take out taking out BFBs, Moabs, the Green Boys, DDTs? I'm pretty sure. If it can take down the Green Boys, it can sit in. No, it's going to go into beta. And there's only one reason it's going to beta and not A tier, because it can't hit a bad. So yes, you've got through round 98 easily, and round 99 easily, and round 96 easily. Okay, and round 95 easily. You can't take down that bad. It's wasting money on something that's not going to help you kill a bad. Now, if you pop the bad, yes, it can help. But the hardest part about the bad is popping the bad. The bits that's in the bad, fine. Which is why it's in beta. And the bottom tier, a tower I love to use if I am making money. Actually gonna sit at... It's gonna sit at Esther. Only because I find it so fun. And it's a bit of a controversial thing. You know, if you disagree with me in the comments, you can disagree with me. It's a very good tower. It allows you to make a whole lot more money when using trade boats and alongside marketplace banana farms. It allows them to do a whole lot more damage. You get more damage for all of your money making boats, and I feel like it gives you the ability to beat, you know, certain game modes while making money with money making towers. It's quite funny. I do think the tower's actually very good. It is quite expensive, which, you know, takes it a little bit off, but it is also very good. So we're going to leave it in Esther, and that's going to be my personal pick. Next tower, Monkey Ace. The next real S tier tower. Now, although it is very expensive, it does so much damage. It can take, if you got enough money, I'm pretty sure it could sweep an impossible game. Don't quote me on this. I might need to check this out for myself. I'm 80% sure it could sweep an impossible game. It can definitely kill a bad by itself. What are the other rounds? The other rounds are just like Moabs and ceramics, and it ruins super cerams. So yeah, it's gonna say S2. You can make 100k in a game, and then you've pretty much won. The Tsar Bomber is going to be our next E tier tower. It's an ability based tower. Yes, it does damage. Yes, it's boring. Yes, you can down in circle. I mean, okay, it's not boring. It's quite fun if you want to use it, but no, just no. Don't do it. I actually got the order wrong. It's meant to be Sky Shredder first. Well, I know you Sky Shredder fans love Sky Shredder, and it is a very good tower. We're gonna put an A tier. I think I had it a lot lower last time. It does a lot of damage to Moabs. It does a lot of damage to ceramics. Oh, it doesn't. The missile it shoots does a lot of damage to Moabs, and I feel like it's worth it. So, you Sky Spreader fans, that, you know, Sky Spreader, you fans of that tower, you know, you can have that. That's your personal pick. I got my big tradey boy, and you get that. So, only 3 more towers, and it has been 13 minutes. Oh, there's a little bit of cutting down to do, so let's just get through these. Heli Pilot. And the first Heli Pilot is the Super Apache, whatever it's called. Super Apache is A tier. It's probably just on the level of Sky Shredder. It's just a damage doing tower, but it's not very good against DDTs or Moabs. It doesn't need anything. It can still do a lot of damage, but it does have a few problems with a few different towers, mainly high health towers. It has not great single target damage, but very good against ceramics, and we'll leave it in A tier. I feel unqualified to talk about the next 2 towers, because one of them is, you know, the special operations, special poperations actually it's called. I feel unqualified because I don't ever use it. I'm just going to leave it in C tier, and hopefully he wouldn't get mad. And we're also going to put Comanche Commander in C tier. I think it does a lot of damage. You get 3 Comanche things just to shoot. Surely it's good. It can sit in the same place. Maybe it is a beat. You know, by the sounds of it, it sounds beta. I'm just looking at some stuff, and I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I feel bad. I think special operations is maybe better than I thought it was. I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna put them both in beta. Anyway, Big Explosion Boy. Beta. It's not actually that good. It does quite a lot of damage to a whole area, but apart from that, it's not that good. It's pretty much useless unless you're just trying to kill a million, I don't know, basic lead balloons. Bomb Blitz. Is it called Bomb Blitz? is probably just as good. If you put it onto a specific area, it will do more damage, and it can also do damage to... I think it's also an ability-based tower. So it can do extra damage if you do have a mob come along. But, you know, it's pretty much the same, just a little bit less range. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Balloon Generator. S tier, baby. If you need a tower to do damage and also be support, this tower is it. If you can find a cross path where something loops back on itself and crosses through, it can just put fire there. It gets rid of fortified stuff on balloons. It does a lot of damage itself. Leads, camos, it gets rid of camos. Like, you know, there's not many things better than it. A lot of fire, a lot of damage, a very, very good tower. So, onto the final tower. It's actually getting a lot neater down here. Laser Boy, very expensive. If you do have the knowledge where you get the cross path and you get the little plasma pool, although you could just do that with 2 plasma accelerated people. Beat it. It does a lot of damage. If you have a straight path, it is, yeah, very good. But you don't often have a straight path for that long. So like a cubism, it's very good, but a states, it's not as good. So that's its reason there. It does a lot of damage, but yeah. Now 1 tier higher, a mad, kill bad, kill Moab, kill DDT, ab. It is a very good tower. Its abilities strong and also not needed when it's not needed. It's just useful when, you know, you try and do a little bit extra damage. It does a lot of damage to Moabs. It pretty much like ruins Moabs. It's probably the best tower against Moabs. But it sucks against ceramics, and for that reason it's not an S tier, but it is amazing against Moabs, and it's actually not that expensive, probably about 50-60k I think, maybe 40 actually. And the bottom tier, bottom cross path, and also the bottom of them, it's gonna sit in B. It can do a lot of damage if it is right next to the path and you set it on targeting, but just get the other ones, get a different tower. I'd pick it probably over any of the people in here. It's less specific than these, but again, it's not that good. It is automatic, which is quite nice, but yeah. So thanks for watching. If you have any problems with this tier list, I don't care. Apart from that, like, subscribe, and get ready for the next one, which will be out in a few days. So thanks for watching, and peace.